Hello, this is Lucario and welcome to another one of my Vidreps, and today we have Sarlesch versus Desatr on a random map. And Sarlesch will be playing his Pure Shadow deck and Desatr will be playing a new deck. I believe it's a Stonekin deck and he starts with Frost, so I think it's a Frost or Nature. I'm not sure what the T3 is, but it starts as Frost Nature. And so yeah, Sarlesch is playing Pure Shadow. And since Desatr is starting Frost, he does have a slight advantage against Sarlesch on this map because Frost T1 absolutely destroys Shadow T1. But it looks like Sarlesch very nicely grabs the wall here, preventing Desatr from pushing in too far. So Desatr will find it very hard to rush Sarlesch with that wall in place. In any case, Sarlesch tries to attack Desatr, but Desatr summons a Frost Mage and Sarlesch retreats. So I guess it's a pretty nice move by Sarlesch. He baited Desatr, so making him waste power by summoning a Frost Mage that right now is pretty useless. Meanwhile, Sarlesch grabs T2 pretty fast actually. Desatr probably does not have enough power for T2 since he summoned that Frost Mage. Yes, only now he has enough power for the T2, which he grabs. Meanwhile, this wall is a very good position, gives Sarlesch good map control and control over these two power wells. If Desatr should have grabbed this wall over here. If Sarlesch grabs this wall, then Desatr will find himself very, very hemmed in for most of the game, and he won't be able to get T3, while Sarlesch will be able to pretty much take power wells at his own leisure, relying on the wall for defense and delaying purposes. But Sarlesch is gonna not get the wall yet. He's moving his Dread Charger to attack the Ice Guardian. Since the Ice Guardian is not near any buildings, the frost shield that it has on it will slowly degenerate. And Sarlesch looks like he's just leading the Ice Guardian on a merry chase, distracting it. Meanwhile, Sarlesch gets his Forsaken off the wall. Not the smartest thing to do when with the Frost Mage right there. Looks like the Frost Mage is gonna take care of those Forsaken. And meanwhile, Desatr's Ice Shield has run out, so Sarlesch turns his Dread Charger around and kills the Ice Guardian. No problem at all. And Desatr is actually using the Blessed Affinity of Stonekin, the blue affinity, which deals 50% more damage against demon and undead creatures, which is actually pretty unusual. Most people play the red affinity, the Infused affinity, which deals 50% more damage against beast creatures, because we see beast creatures much more often in 1v1 games. Actually, no, we see beast creatures much more often in PvP games, so it's actually, we don't see too many demon and undead creatures. Admittedly, they are super effective against a Dread Charger, but against night crawlers and yeah, basically the main battle unit of Shadow, night crawlers, they are just pretty normal, like Ghost Spears almost. So that's an interesting choice by Desatr there. Maybe, actually I'm not sure what else they're good at against Shadow. Let's see, they're good against Dread Chargers, they're good against Gravity Surged Phoenixes, they're good against Harvesters. That might be an interesting choice, but then so are Lyrish Knights, and they cost about the same. And what happened to the wall here? Looks like Sarlesch destroyed his own wall. Not sure why. It only cost 25 power, so it practically cost him absolutely nothing to keep it up. I think he should have kept that wall to prevent Desatr from attacking further. And Desatr does in fact take this well over here, so Desatr has a pretty strong base right now. Sarlesch will not in fact be able to grab T3 unless he walks his troops all the way to this this base over here, which might be a bit of a problem for Sarlesch, but of course Pure Shadow T2 is perfectly viable against most T3 factions because of the Aura of Corruption and Nether Warp, which function as pretty good CCs. Looks like Sarlesch has got his resource boosters up already, and of course Pure Shadow is extremely powerful on random map because these wells have so much power. They give 900 power. So basically we are looking at if Desatr doesn't attack soon, Sarlesch will have an overwhelming power advantage over Desatr. Looks like Sarlesch might want to summon a Shadow Mage right about now. Oh, very good Nether Warp. CC. The Burrows can't attack, and of course Desatr's not playing a fire nature, he's playing frost nature, so he can't just snipe the well with an eruption or lava field. And the Shadow Mage comes in to take care of the Burrowers, no problem at all. Let's look at Desatr's power. He's okay with power. Looks like he sent 2 more Burrowers from here, but they got caught in the nether warp. Bit of a problem there for Desatr. He oinks the mages, going for the kill it seems, but this mage will shoot her Shadow Bolt. I'm not sure what it's called. It's the Soul Burn, that's what it's called. Shoot her Soul Burn at the Burrowers and knock them back, making them pretty darn useless. And Sarlesch takes care of this minor assault pretty well, I'd say. Shadow Mages and Dark Elf Assassins are really a very powerful combo to use. Bar was almost dead. Desatr is probably not going to heal it because Sarlesch has already repaired his power well. So this assault has failed pretty badly. And let's check the power. Desatr has 6 power wells. Sarlesch also has 6 power wells, but remember he also has 2 resource boosters up, so that's really 7 power wells. 7 and 1/3 of a power well, so Sarlesch does have the power advantage here. Desatr does have enough to go T3, but he's probably just gonna save power to wait to see what Sarlesch does, because Sarlesch obviously has a lot of power in his void. Oh, actually less than Desatr, interestingly enough. But Desatr is probably worried that if he tries to go T3, he'll have to face the Harvester, and those are really nasty to face. Very powerful unit for pure shadow. They just Harvesters just punish quick T3s. So if Desatr decides to go T3, Sarlesch is just simply gonna summon a Harvester up, and Sarlesch is summoning a Dread Charger, probably gonna go all the way here to prepare for his T3. Desatr goes T3. Desatr is going T3 right now. Sarlesch has 400 power in the power pool though, and he instantly summons a Dazed Harvester. A Dazed Harvester nether warps it right next to Desatr's monument. Life weaving it, and Desatr can't save the monument because he doesn't have Oh! Desatr cancels the monument. This is what I was alluding to in my previous replay. Desatr cancels the monument, gets his 75 power back, and Sarlesch is just stuck with the Harvester that's not really doing anything right now, and is about to go down to a combined Light Blade and Stone Shard Assault. Actually, Stone Shards aren't too bad. They do about the same amount of damage to a Harvester as a Lyrish Knight, so yeah, they're not too bad at all. Of course, because they're small units, they can only surround the Harvester, and only so many can be attacking at once, so Lyrish Knights are probably a little better than the blue Stonekin Shards, but still not a bad choice. And looks like the Harvester is going to go down pretty soon to the combined Home Soil Assault of the Lyrish Knight, just as his Life Weaving buff runs out. Home Soil and Lyrish Knights do such a good job against Harvesters, really. Sarlesch is in a bit of trouble now. He doesn't have enough power for another Harvester. There's an assault heading right for his base. Sarlesch summons 2 Nightcrawlers and a Shadow Mage to deal with Desatr, and Desatr does not in fact summon an Ice Barrier, so his Lyrish Knights are pretty much useless. Lyrish Knights are useless without Ice Barriers to back them up. They get knocked back, then they lose all their attack and extra abilities. Desatr sends a Burrow in from the middle. But that's the night. Oh, okay. He has T3 already. He's sending in the Tremor. Sarlesch is gonna have to use either Aura of Corruption, Moon, or a Nether Warp to get the Tremor out of his base, because Desatr can just heal it. And once the heal goes down, oh, never mind. Sarlesch just used an Aura of Corruption and a Harvester to try to rush Desatr again. Harvesters are still powerful even though Desatr has T3, unless Desatr is using Swamp Drakes, interestingly enough. If I were him, I'd probably go for a Nether Warp through the wall. This is a very old Pure Shadow tactic. Nether Warp goes straight through walls. Very good. As I was saying, Desatr using Swamp Drakes actually. If I were him, I'd use what they call Stone Warriors. The blue Stone Warriors, which can freeze, which can use their Shadowlands on frozen units. Pretty good card. Actually destroys Harvesters. Swamp Drakes not so good against Harvesters because they only have that sleep ability, which is